Hello people, welcome to my first ever video about Duolingo. For this video I just thought I'd just take you very quickly around the sort of basics of using this website or app if you're using it on the phone. So Duolingo is a language learning app that has a number of different courses depending what language is your native language is, and they have the most courses for English speakers, and I'll just show you some of the courses that they've got, and this is the course that you can choose, and it goes from the most popular right down to the least popular. So Spanish is currently the most popular language that's being learned, 23 million learners, and as you can see by the ticks there, I've taken on quite a few of the courses, although to be honest I'm doing some more than others. For example, French, I think I can show you my experience for them all. Hope you don't need to see that. Your profile. Well, so yeah, in this corner you'll see your profile. So your profile. This should tell you. There's this little sidebar here is all the courses that you're learning, the languages, and what level you are in each. So at the moment, French is the one I'm most experienced in. Then German, Italian, Spanish, blah blah blah. If I just go all the way down to here, there's the ones that I'm doing that I've done the least of: the Ukrainian, Hindi, and Korean. I will probably get back to them at some point, but right now I'm concentrating on some more than others. Like at the moment, I'm concentrating a lot on French and Italian just now. And there's a list of achievements that you can earn. I've still got one to earn here. Where invite a friend to join you on Duolingo. I will probably get round to that, but I've pretty much completed all the achievements. So this is the wildfire is for obtaining long streaks. Champion for conquering an entire course. I've actually conquered 2 at the moment, French and German. But since I did that, they've added new lessons to it, so I've got to go back and do them. And plus now they've got crown levels. I'll talk more about them in a second. I've got to go back and sort of get the crown levels. So friendly there, that's an invited friend to join you on Duolingo. Overachiever is about learning the amount of experience that you learn in a day. Because every time you complete lessons, you get experience, which goes towards your streak. Something I'll talk about again later. Big spender, spend lingots, which is like the currency that you and the rewards that you earn for Duolingo. Over time, I kept doing the course. I kept doing Duolingo even on a Saturday and Sunday, so that's how you earn that one. And sharpshooter. Completed 20 lessons or practices without getting anything wrong. So there we go. That's the things that you can achieve. So let's go discussion there. That's just if you want to chat about various languages, like if you want to discuss grammar rules or just possible new courses or shop. This is where you can spend your lingots, which is as I say, it's the currency. I'll be honest with you, you can't really buy a lot of them. The lingots, to be brutally honest, we are kind of useless. The most I spend the lingots on is on streak freezes. That's there's a way to encourage you to keep learning every day. You get a streak every day that you learn. And if for some reason there's a day that you can't do Duolingo, if you have a streak freeze, that'll make sure the streak stays in place. So it's a good way of encouraging you to just keep going and going. The highest streak I've actually managed to get was about 400 days, and then various reasons it just fucked up. Anyway, the other thing you can do learn, you can do a double or nothing if you can bet 5 of your lingots that you'll maintain a 7-day streak, and then if you do that, you'll get 10 lingots back. So worth doing if you're. It's good to have lingots as a scoreboard, but not really good for spending on anything. Well, there's in the definition of a lingot. A lingot is due virtual currency. The more you learn, the more lingots you receive and able to use them in store. So it's generally the shop doesn't have a lot, although there are some courses. I'll show you on the French course in the shop. You can actually buy special lessons. As far as I know, there's only 4 languages that do this. That's French, German, Spanish, and Portuguese. Oh, Italian does it as well. Let me just show you where the bonus skills. Here we are. Idioms and proverbs. You just learn various French phrases, like little proverbs. Flirting, that's how you can sort of chat people up in French. Some of them are actually really, really funny. And also, today is 21st of November, and soon there will be a course. What happens about this time of year is that they'll also release bonus skill of a Christmas bonus skill, where you can learn various phrases and words connected with Christmas in those languages. So I just get myself a wee cup of coffee. And again, the only languages that do it: French, German, Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese. Hopefully they will add these bonus lessons to other languages soon, because it'd be nice to have something to spend your lingots on. The other thing you can do with your lingots is you can, if you're feeling confident enough in certain lessons, you can fast track your way to the crown levels. I'll talk about them in a second. But let me just show you here if this thing will load up. There we go. So if you click that key icon, you can fast track past the lessons. That'll speed you up to the next level, the next crown level. So only do that if you're feeling confident enough that you can go that way, because it costs you 10 lingots to do that. If I just show you. I'm not going to do the lessons, but I'm just going to show you what comes up. So yeah, jump to level 3, pass the test with fewer than 4 mistakes to jump up a level, but they're not going to make it easier for you. So that usually costs you 10 lingots to do that. So if you're feeling confident that you know everything in that particular lesson, then feel free to test out and jump up a crown level. So I should talk about these crown levels now. So these crown levels here are basically how well you're doing in each language. Just go right to the top. Sorry, computer's been quite slow today. So every set of lessons has a crown level, all the way up to level 5. Every time you complete lessons, you'll get yourself closer to each level. All the different groups of lessons have various different amounts of lessons you have to complete in order to get that crown level. Just some only have about 4 lessons, some can have as much as 25, or even up to 40 lessons you have to complete in order to get to the next level. That's usually in the sort of later levels. But yeah, the higher your crown level, the more advanced you are in that particular language. So yeah, I'm at 646 crowns on French. That's the one I'm probably doing the highest level at. I don't think there's much else to say. Oh yeah, some languages have also have these things called stories, which I'll show you in future videos. But these are just very amusing short stories in those particular languages, and they're all at various different levels depending on how competent you are in each language. So if we just yeah, there's set 1 is like very, very basic. What was this? We've reordered stories to improve. Some of your completed stories will now appear in a locked set. Right, that's nice to know. So yeah, every time you complete different sets of stories, you'll unlock new sets. So set 1 is just pretty easy, very basic, and obviously the higher the set, the more advanced the story will get. So this goes all the way up to blooming hell, set 14. So yeah, 14 sets of French stories to work your way through. It's a good way. It kind of tests how good you are with the languages, just to see if you're, and it gives you a more advanced feeling of how these languages work, because some of the lessons are very, very, very basic. So we'll talk more about lessons in each of the videos that sorry, this computer's being slow and needs to load up. There we go. So just one last thing to show you with come on. One last thing to show you with each set of lessons. This isn't the case with all the lessons, but with each set of lessons, there'll also be a set of notes to give you. Sometimes they give you like grammar points, or just sort of basics of structure, language structure, or syntax. So feel free to check them out. Like there's not one here, or maybe there is one, and I've right, yeah. If you see this light bulb icon, that tells you there's like notes to go with the particular lesson. So have a read through them before you start the lesson, and then that should give you a sort of warm up to that particular language. So I'll talk about this when I start doing my French videos. So that is the basics of Duolingo in a nutshell. And one other thing to tell you about is go away. Is that Duolingo has various different leagues depending on how much of Duolingo you do. So I'm currently at the Amethyst League now, so I'm quite high up. I think next is Pearl and then Diamond, and Diamond is the maximum league. The first league I think is Bronze, but it won't let me. Oh, hold on. There's the. If you just point that. Oh, that just says top 10 advanced league. Yeah. So if so, it's kind of like a competition. In every league, there's so many people in each league. Basically, you want to keep your score high and keep out of the demotion zone. Demotion zone's like the bottom. In this case, it's the bottom 5 people in this league that and they will, if they are in there by the end of the week, then they'll be demoted back to the Emerald League. Whereas if we go all the way up to the top 10 from each league advance to the next league, and the top 3 win special prizes, which I'll assume is just more lingots. Right. That's really about it for the very basics of Duolingo. So check out the website. If you can, check out the website and the app as well, because you'll get different experiences with each with each course. And it's certainly used to be the case, but I don't think it's the case now, that there are some courses when they first start out, they're only available on the website and not available on the app. But I think they've changed it now so that as soon as a new course is released, it's available on both the app and the website. So I'm just going to go back to the courses. Just one last thing to show you all the. So you can choose. You can change. Depending on what language you're a native speaker in, you can change you can change to see which courses are available for your natives, for whatever language you're a native speaker of. And one last thing to show you. So this is all the courses available for English speakers. This has got the most. The native English speakers have the most courses. So Spanish, French, German, Japanese, Italian, Korean, Chinese, Russian, Portuguese, Turkish, Dutch, Swedish, Arabic, Greek, Hindi, High Valyrian. Yeah, they've even got some fictional languages. So if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you can learn that. Irish, Polish, Norwegian, Hebrew, Vietnamese, Hawaiian. This is a good thing. They've started doing a lot more endangered languages. So Hawaiian is one of them, and there's Danish, Latin, Romanian, Czech, Klingon, if you're a Star Trek fan, Indonesian, Welsh, which is another endangered language, Navajo as well, Swahili, Hungarian, Ukrainian, Esperanto, which is another constructed language, and Gaelic is hatching. It's going to be ready quite soon. That's the one I really, really want to learn. It's 89% done. I have to say that is advancing very rapidly, because they only got announced about 2 months ago that they were creating that course. It says estimated launch 17th of July. Yeah, it does the American dating system, 17th of July 2020. But if it's that far in advance, it might come a little bit earlier, because some courses have come earlier than expected. I remember the Welsh one only took about 4 or 5 months to come about. So that's the courses. And one final thing, if you are a native speaker of another language, you can contribute to a course in the Duolingo incubator. I did want to be one of the contributors for Gaelic, but my Gaelic is nowhere near advanced enough to help with the course, which is a shame. So here you'll see some courses that are in production. So if you are a native speaker of any of these languages, you can contribute. Let's just show you the Scottish Gaelic one, for example. So on this page, you can apply to contribute, and sorry, I'm not going to contribute, I'm just going to show you. So what you have to do, you have to what you have to do, fill in these bits, and then you have to write in that target language why you think you would be good for that course, and then translate it into English so that you can prove that you're competent enough to be a volunteer to contribute to that course. And then that's that. So that's I think that is just about everything. I'm terrible for getting distracted, so I'm just going to make 100% sure that that's everything I have to show you in this. That's a lot of volunteers contributing to the Gaelic course, and the good thing, if a course does come about, what Duolingo has done, it has revived a lot of course, and it's helped create interest in a lot of endangered languages. For example, the Irish course, a fact that keeps coming up on the preloader on the app is that there are more people learning Irish than there are native speakers. So this course has obviously revived interest and created new learners and new speakers of Irish, and probably has created lots of, well, obviously, created lots of speakers of other languages. So, right, that is, I think that is everything that I want to say about the basics of Duolingo. So in future videos, what I'll do, I will be trying various lessons of different courses. The ones that I've already got quite far in, I'll just go through like each of the lessons and just show you the basics of each one. So like French, for example, I'll go right back to basics and show you them. And hopefully, with a little perseverance and a little hard work, I should have a good stream of videos for each course that you can watch and learn along with me. So that's about everything. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon for my first Duolingo learning video. Bye bye.